Hi, I'm Jose, and I'm going to be sharing my brochure on bullying today. And I picked bullying because I thought it was one of my priorities. 'Cause my child was a 13-year-old, so that was really important to focus on that. And I'm going to start with essentially the front of the brochure, which is the bullying. It's bullying. It stops now, and the stop bullying. Stand up, speak out. I did that because just kind of it'll give the reader a chance to look at it and think, oh, like what is bullying essentially and why does it need to be stopped now, and they'll be more enticed to open it and read into it if they don't know what bullying is. Um, so when you open the pan with a brochure, you would come up to these three panels, and I'll start with the first one of what is bullying. And the bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied who bully others may have serious lasting problems. Um, Bullying actions are intended to cause harm or to control someone and can be from poor relationships with peers and difficulty identifying with a group. So the ones that would be um, getting bullied are the ones that usually have poor relations with peers and difficulty identifying with the group, or vice versa. If the bullying is bullying someone because the bully doesn't fit in, they're jealous. The 2017 school crime supplement to the National Crime Victimization Survey indicates that nationwide about 20% of students ages 12 to 18 experience bullying, which is a lot for that age group. And then where can bullying happen? Bullying can occur during or after school hours. Most is reporting at school building. A significant percentage also happens in places like on the playground or the bus. It can happen traveling to or from school, or now, especially in today's day and age, on the internet. The house isn't really a safe haven anymore for people that are being bullied, since the bully can reach them through via computer, phone, stuff like that, like Facebook. There's different types of bullying. The first one is verbal. That type of bullying is saying or writing mean things about someone. Social is sometimes referred to as relational bullying and involves hurting someone's reputation or relationship. Physical involves hurting a person's body or possession. Then I just add that picture of that person that would most likely be the one being bullied. Then for the next panel would be how to prevent and stop bullying. Parents, school, staff, and other caring adults have a role to play in preventing bullying. They can, one, help kids understand bullying, talk about what bullying is and how to stand up to it safely, tell kids bullying is unacceptable, make sure kids know how to get help. It's important to know what bullying is because maybe some people think they're just doing a light joke or something, but to somebody else that knows what bullying is, they can identify that's bullying, so that way they can stop it from happening so that the bullying doesn't continue. Next, we keep the lines of communication open, check in with kids often to listen to them, know their friends, ask about school, and understand their concerns. It's really important. Check in with everybody, or your kids, your friends, your siblings, to make sure that they're doing okay and not being bullied. Um, Encourage kids to do what they love. Special activities, interests, and hobbies can boost confidence, help kids make friends, and protect them from bullying behavior. Model how to treat others with kindness and respect. That really is just the best way to prevent bullying. If everyone just treats each other with kindness and respect, then there won't be any animosity, and there won't be a space for bullying to uh, coexist. Also, to another way to prevent bullying would be to at school by to prevent bullying at school would be by training staff and students to prevent and address bullying. It can help sustain bullying prevention efforts over time. If there's proper training for even especially the staff at schools that work with kids who at the age that are the most risk for being bullied, then being able to identify it would be good because you could stop it right away or even stop it from occurring. The next panel will be don't be a bystander. What is a bystander? A bystander is someone who witnesses bullying either in person or online. is a bystander. Friends, students, peers, teachers, school staff, parents, coaches, and other youth serving adults can be bystanders. With cyberbullying, even strangers can be bystanders. If someone's bullying you online on your Facebook page or something like that, and a random person sees it and they don't say anything, then they're in turn a bystander as well. Be an upstander instead. It's someone who stands up to the bully. And how can you do that? You can do that by questioning the bully's behavior, being like, "Hey, man, do you think what you're doing is okay? Like, isn't that kind of mean?" And you could also do humor. Use humor to say something funny and redirect the conversation. If someone's bullying someone, you can do a light joke or something to kind of lighten the mood and maybe take the bully out of the situation, or the person being bullied out of the situation. Strength in numbers. If one person is bullying somebody else, and three people become upstanders, and that bully will likely stop doing that bullying the person and will likely not do it again because he'll know that other people will stand up to them, and that'll prevent bullying from happening in the future as well. Reach out privately to check in with the person who was bullied. If you don't want to say anything in front of everyone, it's also nice for you and important to be like, "Hey, man, are you doing okay after that interaction? That wasn't cool of the person. If you want, we can go talk to a teacher or a friend or another adult and figure out how we can stop this from happening." And you're just letting them know that you're someone they can talk to and they can reach out to. Then I just add these pictures that correlated with panels. Um, Once you get back to this is the back side of the brochure now. I have what I can do as a parent. So if you're a parent, wondering what you can do if your child's being bullied. So if your child tells you that they are being bullied at school, there are many steps you can take. You can contact the teacher, school counselor, school principal, school superintendent, and state of Department of Education. A teacher would be nice because if it's happening in the classroom or something, the teacher can look out for it and stop it from happening. The school counselor, so that the um, counselor can talk to the bully and the person being bullied either separately or together to figure out why it's happening and how to prevent it from happening, and also counsel the person that was being bullied. And the school principal to see if he can do anything else. And then even more so, if a school is not adequately addressing harassment or matters of sex, religion, and etc., like stuff that's more than just picking on one kid that's very extreme, you can contact the superintendent again, State Department of Education, U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights. You can also contact the U.S. Department of Justice Civil Rights Division, because at the end of the day, all those stuff, if you're bullying for that, that's also can be against the law as well. But most importantly, at the end of the day, be there for a child or friend or family member that is being bullied. Give them support and tell them that you are there for them, and get them further help from a mental health expert or a therapist or psychiatrist if needed after that experience. And lastly, I added the stopbullying.gov, where I got a lot of helpful information from. And stopbullying.gov is an organization that is against bullying. The website offers a lot of information about what bullying is, where to get help, and how to stop bullying from happening. For further information, you can go to the website, which is just www.stopbullying.gov. And there's even more information that you can get from the website that I couldn't fit or put on in the brochure. And this is just like one of their mission statements saying, when adults respond quickly and consistently to bullying behavior, they send the message that it is not acceptable, which is true. If adults can stop and prevent bullying, most kids look up to adults and want to be like them. So if they see that they don't think it's right, then they probably won't think it's right either. And then I also added I got these off stopbullying.gov's website. If you are being bullied, or you're going through like some tough times right now, and you need to talk to someone and you don't have anyone in your life that can really want to counsel with or trust, you can call 1-800-273-TALK or 8255, and at that phone number there'll be someone ready and willing to talk to you. I thought it was really cool too that they had options for Spanish speakers, which is 1-888-628-9454, and for deaf and slash hard of hearing people, you can call 1-800-799-4889. And then it also said if you are in an emergency or if the bullying is extreme, to call 911, because your safety is very important as well. Yeah, so that's my brochure on bullying, which is was one of my priorities for my 13-year-old child. And thank you for your time.